the hearts and the lives of these young people to impact their lives in a positive way. Ready.
Happy day to you. I'm here to be for today, Mr. Keith Clinton, author, filmmaker, and entrepreneur.
Thank you. Wonderful job. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Armani, for that awesome and impressive introduction. That is another example of what we're producing out of Jennings. Would you agree?
Yes.
Good afternoon, JJH. Let's try that again. Good afternoon, JJH. Good afternoon. I am honored and grateful to be here today. I want to thank God for life itself. Before I continue, I want to recognize and thank a few people. I want to thank Dr. Andrews for this invitation, for allowing me to stand before our students in a formal setting to speak into their lives. I want to acknowledge and thank Dr. Arthur, the real deal McCoy, for the outstanding work that he's doing around the country. And I didn't plan to say this, but we need to learn how to celebrate great leaders. Can we do that? Has faculty and staff, and the special school district faculty and staff. I want to recognize my family, my mother, my father, my wife, and my children operating the cameras, and I want to thank them for being here. My wife is in the back. I am honored. Yes, it become personal. This moment is really personal because the 20 plus years that I've served in the Jennings School District by way of SSD, I am honored and truly proud to say that I too am a Jennings warrior. Yes, celebrate that. It has not always been this way, but we thank all of you all and the support that you give our young people. After earning my bachelor's degree many years ago, actually back in 1990 something, after graduating from the University of Central Missouri, I moved to California for a short period of time to pursue a career in television and filmmaking. However, due to circumstances out of my control, I ended up back here in St. Louis, frustrated, angry at times, bitter at times, confused, embarrassed and ashamed because I felt that I did everything society told me to do in order to be successful. But I found myself back in St. Louis. I had very difficult time finding meaningful employment. In other words, taking care of myself and doing some things that I desired to do. And I ended up back at home with my parents, trying to figure out my next move. But I can clearly remember an aunt of mine asking me to go to a family function. And after that event, she asked if I can take my little cousins home after the event. And of course I said I would. And when I got in the car, I turned on the ignition and put the key in and turned on the ignition. And I realized that I was low on gas. And I don't know about you, but I know what it means to be broke and only putting $2 or $3 in your tank to get you there and back home. I clearly remember those moments. And she told me the address, but the only thing that I could remember was that it was off Page Avenue. So I put my little cousins, I think they were about 7 or 8, put them in the car, and I asked them, do you all know how to get home? They said, yeah, just go that way. Just go straight, just go that way. So I got on Page Avenue, and once I got on Page Avenue, I realized that Page Avenue runs a long ways. And I'm looking at my gas hand and I'm driving, and I said, do you all know where you stay? And again, My little cousin said, he assured me, yeah, just keep going that way. So I'm driving down Page, and at this point in time, people began to sweep around me and blow their horns, and some people gave me the choice finger and the choice words, but we kept driving, and I said, how much further? Are we there yet? He said, just keep going. So now I'm pausing in the middle of Page trying to figure out if we were headed in the right direction. And some of you young people are asking, why didn't you just pick up the cell phone? Well, this was before the days of cell phones. And I couldn't afford a cell phone. And also it was before I think right before the pagers. I couldn't afford a pager. So I was looking for a pay booth. You know, the pay booth, the glass, you know, the pay, yeah. Ask your parents when you get home. Or ask your grandmother in some cases to pay phone. So I didn't see one of those. So I pulled on the side of the road and I said, get up on your knees and look out the window and see if there's something that you're familiar with. Are we going in the right direction? And again, he said, yes, just keep going. Then I looked at the little girl, my little cousin. I said, does he know where you stay? And with her attitude, of course, she said, he said, keep going. So now, I'm driving. I'm like, it's getting late. Look like I'm about to run out of gas. So at that point, I began to think, okay, how am I going to get them home if the car stopped? So I asked him one more time. I said, are we close? He got frustrated. He said, just keep going and don't ever stop. Said, oh my God, so we're driving. But at that moment, those were some simple but yet profound words. Those words changed my entire life. It was as if God himself spoke through this little boy. And he said, keep going and don't ever stop. And this is why I need your help. On this side, I want you to help me to encourage these young people. When I point to you, I want you to shout out, keep going. But when I point to you, I want you to say, don't ever stop. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Keep going. Let's try it again. Keep going. Don't ever stop. Keep going. Don't ever stop. Don't ever stop. Keep going. And when I heard those words magnify in my entire being, I knew something was about to shift in my life. And young people, listen. No matter how difficult life becomes, keep going, and despite who like you or don't like you, keep going and don't ever stop. Regardless of who Facebook friend you are, who deletes you from their Facebook. Listen, as you transition in your academic career and your life, you're going to find people who just don't like you. They have the right not to. You're going to have to cry along the way of this journey called life. But I want to encourage you to listen, regardless of how or what family situation that you're coming out of, you can be great. Just keep and as you move forward, know this, that the race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but those who will endure to the end. You have greatness in you. You have power in you. You have purpose in you. Listen, I know that you've heard about the keys. You have the keys. You have great people around you who are instilling knowledge, giving you resources, supporting you, and you have purpose as well. Now, generally, your purpose is God's original intent for your life. And in order to live out your purpose, generally speaking, is that you have to love God with all of your being, with all of your heart. Number 2, love your neighbor as yourself. And number 3, be the best that you possibly can be. You have the keys, you have the resources. Unlock your present and your future. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly, abundantly above all that we can ask or think, according to the power that rests within you. As you make this transition, listen, we're watching you go in. And in 4 years, we're believing that you're coming out victorious. You're coming out with your high school diploma. And even then, I will encourage you to do what? There are only a few people who will tell you what I'm about to tell you. Yes, you need your education. We need it. You need the support around you. You need family and friends. But more than anything, you need the love, peace, and power of God through Jesus Christ. Whatever you face in life and in high school, no matter what it is, God bless you young people, God bless the Jewish School District, and God bless them all. Thank you. Outstanding. Amen.